I've restarted my computer. I have updated to the latest operating system. I did a test recording. I made sure the audio is this mic and not my internal mic, which I had on last time. I have my makeshift mic stand, which is my fisheye lens. What else is new? I broke 5,000 subscribers, and I celebrated it with a really buggy and laggy stream. But life is good. I don't think there's any lag. Let me know if audio is okay. Thanks to Nathan, Ariel, and XI Sparks for just waiting in the chat. Is that a helicopter? Wait, one sec. I think there's a helicopter. There's a helicopter. Can I show you people this? Look at this. It's a helicopter. Look at that. Wait a minute. Is it working? No. Wait, did I just break? I just broke the camera. No. Okay, I'm sorry about that. What just happened? Is the audio still working? I wanted to show people the helicopter. No. Okay, let me make sure my sound. Okay, you can hear me, that's good. But you can't see me because I unplugged the webcam. My helicopter is flying away. Okay, let's re-add the video. What? I'm gonna delete the video. Oh no. I really hope I'm not breaking this further. Okay, I'm gonna re-add the video device. This one. It didn't work. What's going on? I wonder if I actually just broke my webcam. Properties. Okay, well, this will have to, nah, this is bad quality. And now it's just completely lagging. Oh man. Why did the helicopter have to fly over and just completely distract me? Okay, let me make sure everything is plugged in properly. This one is here. Okay. There we go. Now I'm full screen. So people can get a behind the scenes look of what it takes to frame myself. And by frame myself, I mean not actually frame myself literally, just visually. Okay, I think that looks okay. Quality isn't so bad, just in the corner. What's in the corner? Ooh, I can move it, maybe move it this way. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave it like this. We'll accept some challenges. These are all new names. I'm gonna play Cluth, because he's a patron. Good luck, Cluth. That was a bit discomforting. There was a little bit of lag there. But, okay, yeah, feel free to challenge me. Feel free to ask questions. Did we already get one question? I'm gonna, when I'm playing a game, I'm gonna try and stay focused on the game. We'll see how that goes. Good luck to my opponent. I'm gonna play... I'll play a semi-Slav. Never mind. He trades. I don't think trading is the best Trading on d5 isn't supposed to be played so early in that position, because now I have bishop f5. Usually he should play it when bishop f5 wouldn't be possible. I guess he still has queen c2 though. He really wants to prevent bishop f5. Wait, Ariel mentioned something about something. Did I see the endgame position? I did not see the endgame position you linked. But feel free to link it again. Was it in a message or was it in the chat? Because I wasn't looking at the chat leading up to the stream. Okay, he plays bishop f4. I think I'll just play bishop f5. And in this specific position, I believe queen b3 can be met with b5. And even like a5, a4 ideas. Okay, so we're going to complete development. Open up this endgame position. Which is better, long, short, or medium castle? What is medium castle? Of course, it depends on the position. Sometimes you shouldn't castle at all. In this position, I think both sides are going to castle short. This has some resemblance to a London. Like my bishop, my knight, the other knight's coming here. I could play queen b6 at some point if I want. But I'm going to castle first. Stay flexible. And continue to stay flexible. In positions like this, there's a couple ideas for white. One idea is to play some rook e8, knight e4. Another idea starts with rook e8 and then knight f8, then knight e6 or knight g6. But okay, now my pawn is going to be on g6. I'll still go for rook e8 very soon. Hello to RR Hyde. There's so few vowels in that name. Okay, I'll play rook e8. Now I can't play knight e4 right away, so I'll probably go for this plan. Like this. And then maybe even bishop d6, because this is just a passive bishop. This is more active bishop. So it makes sense to initiate that trade. And then, like really long term, my idea would be to eventually play g5, g6, king g7, rook h8, and then g4 and break down the h-file. That's going to take a long time though. And white's long-term plan is minority attacking with b4, b5, which is a much quicker plan. But okay, let's start with knight f8. There's still lag. I don't know why. At least with moving the pieces. I don't think there's lag in the video though. So he plays b4. I'm going to play knight e6 because it comes with initiative on the bishop. I'm expecting bishop g3 or bishop h2. And then I'm probably going to play a6 because white would like to play a4 and then b5 immediately, but he can't play a4 right away because b4 is hanging. So it's going to take one extra move. And then I'll play bishop d6, most likely. Stream quality seems fine. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so rook b1, rook a b1. He wants to play a4. This is a very common structure for anyone who plays like Queen's Gambit Declined. This is what we call the Carlsbad structure. I think Carlsbad is actually a town in the Czech Republic, which I found out like just a few days ago. It's like a good place to get a spa. But okay, the Carlsbad position usually features this minority attack where black either wants to prevent it or go for play on the king side. So RR Hyde is asking, what other plans in this kingside attack are available for black in this structure? Well, we might find out, because I don't know if I'm going to get a kingside attack. Knight e5 is a slightly annoying move. Normally I would like to challenge the knight with knight d7, but that hangs a pawn. Or does it hang a pawn? So I can take on h2 with check. Maybe it doesn't hang a pawn. And he could play f4 there. So knight d7, f4. I'm also tempted to play g5 to try and discourage f4. And also maybe considering some g4 possibilities. One scary thing I see with g5 is he could play queen f5. But then I could play g6. I think things are under control. And maybe that's just another plan, like g5, g6, king g7, rook h8. So let's do it. To try and answer the question further, what other plans are for black are there in this position? Occasionally there's b5 to close down the queen side, and then like somehow get a knight to c4, maybe with this maneuver. There's also certain ideas when white does go for the minority attack to either open the c file or the a file. But sometimes these positions it can be hard to find like a very clear plan, especially if white plays restrictively. Can you explain the goals of the minority attack when you get some downtime in this game? Okay, well I think it's downtime. Also, thanks for the bits, Hero. Or no, Nathan. Why did I say Hero? Is Hero here? I don't think Hero's here. Hero's always with us in spirit. Well, there goes my downtime. But white wants to play b5 and weaken the pawns, especially the c6 pawn. If white creates a backward c pawn, it could be on the half open file, and that would be in white's favor. And I can't play b5 now because there's a knight on e5 attacking c6. But maybe I could because there's tactics with h2. This seems shaky. So I'm considering 3 moves here. I'm considering g6, knight d7, and b5. Maybe I could also consider taking on e5. This feels wrong though. If I play knight d7, does that actually have a threat? Also consider g4. Maybe it does have a threat. If I play knight d7, I'm threatening queen c7. And he's kind of pressurized. Just don't like giving up defense over d5 as well as g4. I'm considering a move here which is kind of admitting mistake. I'm considering knight f8. I'm also just considering g6. What's the worst that can happen after g6, b5, trade, and then a5. Okay, I'm going to play g6. I'm going to keep all the tension. I'm not going to make any of my pieces worse. I do have a plan of king g7. I don't think I'm scared of this because I have knight g7 in the end. And then b5 is probably the critical line. And it's very common in these minority attack positions for black to respond to b5 with c take b5, a take b5, and then a5. Getting a passed a pawn and not getting a weakness on c6. So I'm going to do that pretty quickly because I don't want to get low on time. And then maybe I'll play b6. That could be weakening to the square, so to be a little bit careful. Maybe I'll just put a rook on c8 or my king on g7. I think things are controlled relatively. Also have like bishop b4 ideas. Or the pawn bishop duo could be nice. Ooh, b6. So he wants to play this. But that seems overextending. I'm just gonna play rook c8. Just another quick move based on intuition. My a5 pawn could be weak, but I always have bishop b4 if necessary. And meanwhile, bishop b4 might be a tactical threat. Because c3, I mean, I might have a few threats here between bishop b4 and knight e4. I'm a bit concerned the lag is going to be getting worse. Even when I draw arrows, it starts to lag. I don't know why. So it wasn't doing that in the past. Anyway, I'm up on time. He's thinking. Position is a lot more dynamic now. I just read Nathan's comment. What do we do with passed pawns? I mean, I have a passed pawn. I don't think I'm going to push it, even though that's what you're supposed to do with passed pawns. I'm probably just going to defend it with my bishop, so it doesn't get taken. What is he going to do here? He has to remove his queen, probably. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have told him that. Now he's attacking d5. So I think it's time for bishop b4. And now I'm attacking the knight. I'm defending my pawn. And I'm obstructing his queen. So I'm maybe attacking this pawn as well. A lot of things happening. Am I doing games with viewers? Yes, this is the first viewer. Actually, I don't know if this is a viewer. He just challenged me. I assume he's watching. Oh, he's a... Okay. Oh, people can't see the chat. He's a fellow IHSA participant. Let me do a poll. How many people in the chat know what IHSA is and how it relates to chess? I'm just curious. Because I know there's a few people out there who come from IHSA. Root to Fint, thanks for the follow. So now if I take on b6, he takes on b4. And that's a trade. I mean, what else can I consider, though? I don't think there's too many options. I could repeat bishop e7 or bishop back to d6. I don't want to trade because then b7 is left weak. But what else to do? I have an interesting move, knight e4, threatening knight d2. Knight e4, knight take b4, knight d2. The queen has to move. I take on f1. Then his knight and his bishop are hanging. Let's do it. I'm not going to double check the line. There's also a line where I can just take. Oh no, I can't because he defends. Okay, so I'm relying on knight d2. And he's thinking, or I'm making him think, which is kind of what I want. And the beauty of knight d2, he can't stop it because it's a triple fork. He can only remove one of the three pieces and then he'll still get double forked. Except I forgot about knight f3. These backward knight moves. So easy to forget about them. So, okay, knight c3 is a candidate move. I feel like g4 is really interesting. Like g4, h take g4, and then knight 6 g5. Just wanting to remove the knight. And if he takes, I have all these threats. Let's do it. Time is getting low. Again, relying on some intuition. But he's under pressure. Like every move I'm keeping initiative. We can pre-move something. Respond to this. Is it rude to respond to the opponent when they're in time trouble? Just forgot to respond to his message. Okay, so yeah, this knight is like a key defender, and it's going to get traded or chased away. Let's keep the pre-move. Whoa. Okay, so now I can take with check and then play knight d2. This queen has to move. I take on f1. Oh, he could take on d5. But then I'm still forking the rooks. Okay. Going for this line. Hopefully it works out. I'm currently down a pawn and a bishop, but he has a lot of things hanging. He has so many things hanging. Queen d3. So now do I take on f3? And then go for some like eventual queen h4, queen take g4. That looks devastating for him. I could also just take the rook and be up the exchange for a pawn. Oh, for 2 pawns maybe. I think taking on f3 is just crushing though. Because I'm going to have king g7 and rook h8 in the end. Oh, but he can save his knight. Oh, this is so confusing. So if I take on f1, king take. If I take on f3, king g2, I win g4. Okay, I'm going to take on f3. It wasn't my original plan, but I think it leads to an easier position to play. I think black should be better. Because pawns are now equal. I take here. He can't take back on h2, but he can move his knight. But his knight doesn't really have any squares, unless he wants to. I mean, he has to go back to one of these 2 squares, both of which are really depressing. Then I'm going to take on g4. I'll be up a pawn with superior knight and a kingside attack. Elastic Hold Jr., are you the real Elastic Hold? Or are you the younger brother of Elastic Hold who spammed my chat once? So curious who this is. Or maybe it's just an imposter. Okay, so he's going for counterplay. Let's play queen g5. And now I'm threatening double check. King f3, what a move. What is this? I guess it's playable. Looking for candidate moves, maybe rook e6. Rook e6, rook e8 looks to be adding the pressure. I forgot about that, but I assume this is strong. And then taking. Still relying on intuition, and I can take here. Wait, maybe I should rely on calculation. Okay, he just resigns. I guess I could just take the knight. I was searching for mate. Knight take e3 and then king e1. Where's the mate? It's somewhere there. Nice game, Cluth. Yeah, that was an interesting example of the Carlsbad structure from QGD. Something's definitely slower today. I don't know what it is. I've closed all my tabs. Maybe OBS is slowing things down. But we had some typical Carlsbad. I'm thinking that maybe I should have played this first. Or maybe a6 and then bishop d6. But I guess it worked out. Yeah, I think this idea is maybe not intuitive for a lot of players. It's something to kind of know about before running into a minority attack. But when white goes for this break, it's useful to know to take away from the center and then get the passed a pawn. He's saying queen take d5 instead of queen d3. GG. Let me go to that position. Wait, what? Oh, wrong line. Queen take d5. I guess I just assumed I would win the exchange. But maybe not. Or maybe he's just getting an absurd number of pawns. This is a funny line. Like if knight take f1, I assume queen take d8, rook take d8, king take, take. Black is not better here. I would still play for a win, but black is not better because white has 4 pawns for the exchange. Okay, maybe I wouldn't play for a win. But sometimes these positions you have to play for a win, otherwise you play for a loss. You have to like coordinate the rooks on the first or second rank. Did I just say 4? I can't count. White is up 3 pawns. I struggle with counting. This giant clump of pawns really confuse me. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. Nathan, thanks for the bit. New person. I have my phone with me. Are people hearing feedback on the mic? Because my phone is really close by. Give me a random number between 1 and 8.
It's 2.
2. Okay, XI Sparks. Getting a game. Also, there's lag. I'm sorry for that. What did I want to play the other day that I didn't get the chance to play? Belgium Novice. I should have more math insights like that. Okay, XI Sparks is turning the stream off, so I don't have to hold back in my thoughts. And he's playing a French. What a bad opening. Oh, the French is actually a playable opening. Which I have to remember what to do against. Let's just play b3. This is a weird line which I studied at some point in my life. The idea is to play bishop b2. And there's actually many lines where white develops the whole queenside and queenside castles before touching the kingside. Have you looked any more at the queen c7 line in London? Only briefly. I only looked at some possibility of white playing f4 early. I have not looked too deeply. Okay, he's transposing to a Sicilian, which is very playable. This is now a b3 Sicilian. Gotham Chess recommends b3 for the French. For me against the French. Yeah, b3 is a tricky line. Because there's a strong bishop. Let's treat this like a Grand Prix and play f4, knight f3. Maybe even like bishop b5. Yeah, the London died after h5 on move 2. So we'll have to find a counter to that first. Okay, knight c3, I guess. There's also e5, but I don't want to kill my bishop too quickly. I am very tempted here if he makes it possible for me to play some early g4. That might be hard to resist. We'll see what he does. d5. Wow. Well, I can't play or can I play g4? Maybe I could get away with g4. Problem is he can take with the knight. Is that a problem? I don't think it's a problem. I'm gonna go for it because it just looks like a really interesting position. The chess guide 2_0, thanks for the follow. Yeah, this might be overly weird. And sometimes when you start the game off weirdly, you have to continue weirdly. So one of my rationales is that after he takes with ideas of queen h4, I can take back. And if queen h4 immediately, I have knight g3. He's going for this. This I just assume g5, then I take back. In the other line, if he were to take, I was going to consider h4, preventing queen h4, then maybe g5 at some point, and then probably win the e-pawn back. But okay, I win. Oh, I don't win the e-pawn because he wins the f-pawn. But maybe that's okay because then I start getting initiative. Knight take e4, knight take f4, queen f3. Bishop d6, bishop b5. That file opens. Actually, lots of things open. My bishop's open. Yeah, he's gonna need some bravery if he wants to take on f4. Because if he allows queen f3, where there's so many targets for white. Ooh, okay. Let's see what happens. It's important to note my knight defends g5, so there's no queen take g5. Bishop d6 was my original first thought for black, but that would hang g7. If g7 hangs, then f6 is weak. Meanwhile, his knight's attacked. I want to play bishop b5 and get a rook to f1 to target f7. So knight. Okay, let's play bishop b5. I can't complain with this position. It's weird still, but I'm down a pawn. My bishops are happy. My center's happy. I think both his bishops are actually not having the best time developing. But bishop d7 is a natural move, yeah. Now he wants to play knight e5, which is a bit irritating. Even knight d4 could be irritating. I'm actually considering knight f6 here. Problem is his knight on g6 accidentally defends his rook on h8. So knight f6 would give away 2 pieces for a rook, which probably would not be good. There's also this move, which I didn't consider, which actually is starting to look very strong. Just gonna calculate it a bit more. I don't know if it works though. Is bishop take g7? Bishop take g7, knight d6, king e7. I don't think it works. Could take on f7, take on g7, but his king finds shelter. What else to consider? There's bishop f6. That's also probably not working. So I'm actually considering just a very boring move here, which is queen g3. It's trying to prevent knight e5. My queen's off the f-file. Maybe I just queenside castle, or maybe just knight e2. And he plays some knight move, I take on d7, and then queen g3. Keep some initiative. Okay, I'm gonna play queenside castle because I think it's the most flexible. And ooh, a6. Honestly, didn't see that coming. But now I have rook f1 with a mate threat. I still have to consider all these weird lines with bishop take g7, knight f6, bishop f6. But okay, rook f1, main line, knight e5, take on d7, take on d7. Ah, what if knight ge5? I'd have to take on e5, then take on d7. I have queen f4 in the end. Okay, go for it. Benjamin 199595. If you want to challenge, or if you want to play me, challenge me on Lichess. And I think the way I'm doing it, I'm just asking Siri for a random number. And then after every game, I will choose a new random number, and that determines who I play. I currently have 12 pending challenges. So there is some hope. Wait. Anything better here? Let's take here first. Queen f6 would be a funny move, probably just bad. Queen g3, queen g3, or queen f4, or bishop to e5 and then queen f4. Go play queen g3, keep all the tension. I really want to keep my bishop. I'll give up on attacking the f pawn for a little bit. What would you recommend against this with black? Are you saying against b3 French or against b3 Sicilian? Normally against b3 Sicilian, because I'm a Sicilian player myself, I like to play b6. Oh no, what did I do? No. Okay, there we go. That was slightly terrifying. What did I do there? Switch windows. I think it's okay now. Yeah, I usually like something very quiet against b3, because usually b3 players are a bit crazy, like Crew 64 or Gotham Chess, whatever his name is. Queen c6. Wow. So he's counterattacking. So if I take, he takes, and my bishop is hanging and my rook is hanging. I'm thinking I can play knight f3 here. If I play knight f3, he takes, I take, life is good. Knight f3, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, life is also good. Okay, go with this. Oh, he is saying b3 Sicilian. Yeah, I usually play b6. b6, bishop b7, a6. Usually go for some like hedgehog setup. How long have I had the YouTube channel? I've actually had it a long time. I just haven't been active on it until recently, until basically doing Twitch and just putting archived Twitch stuff on there. And somehow, like the last month to 2 months, the audience has just grown exponentially. I have no idea what caused it. It may have been just a few like popular videos, but yeah, it's good to see. Do I take with bishop? No, I take with knight. And I can take here. This king's in the center. Whoa, I forgot about that move. Just assumed I was hitting f7. Okay, this is actually terrifying. I do have queen f2. Not sure if that helps in any way. I have rook e1. I have knight take g6, bishop take g3, knight take h8, then bishop f4, then bishop take g7. I have to find the Least of the evils. Here's d3. I'm gonna play rook e1. I feel like this is the safest move. I want to keep the pressure. I want to keep my dark squared bishop. I'm trying to no, I'm sorry for people's ears. Really sorry about that. I'm just trying to reconfigure my windows for why everything is so big. It's so weird. Okay. Okay. Focus on the game. I'm low on time. But I have enough time, and there's 2-second increments. Queen f4. That feels like a blunder. Can I just take on g6? Oh, then he takes back with pawn, with h-pawn. I take on g7. I could win the pawn back. Maybe that's what I want, is win the pawn back. Why not? Maybe make him think. Lots of stuff is attacked here. Oh, I don't think that's a good move by him. Because I take, and now there's a pin. So if he takes here, I win both, or I win one rook. If he takes here, I take here. Or I take on g7 first. I probably take on g7 first. He has to play this, and then I play this, and then this is hanging, and this is hanging. And his king is stuck in the center. Okay, life is much better now. He had a good position. Also, who is Jaxi? Jaxi IIX. Is that Roman numerals? Jaxi IIX. The game I wanted you to analyze is between Golingsberg and Neidorf. Warsaw 1928. It's the 24th game in Kasparov, my greatest predecessors. Wait, I don't want to flag while reading that comment. Also, I'm winning a piece. Also, Jaxi, thanks for the 100 or the 1,000 bits. Competing with Nathan. He's trying to analyze it and whisper. I'm sure. Are you sure I would do a better job? You've memorized the game. Okay. I'll have to take a look. I don't know if I'll take a look during the stream, because I'm, like, things are lagging. I feel like opening up a study, actually maybe it wouldn't be any different. But there's 19 pending challenges. I might do that. If you want me to do it for like a YouTube video, let me make a note of this before I forget. I'll just screenshot. Okay. Your comment has been captured. And DeChamp, thanks for the follow. Oh, you're not done analyzing OmniChess. Okay, cool. Just send me a message. Send me a message. If I don't reply, send me another message. Sometimes you have to be persistent. Any tips for playing first tournament this weekend? Get a lot of sleep. Sleep and diet and physical well-being is a lot more important than any sort of chess preparation. Especially if the tournament is less than a week away, then you want to do things which will improve your mind and your body more so than just cramming like opening theory or whatever, or solving tactics. That's my best advice. Also, Jaxi, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. think that's the first sub of today. Can you play Halloween next? Benjamin, thanks for the follow. Halloween Gambit? I mean, I could try. Halloween Gambit is a hard opening sometimes to get into. Play d3, controlling a lot of squares around his king. So Jaxie cheered 1,000 bits and then subbed and then followed. It's a great order. Okay, I'm gonna move my king into the center. And we'll try and like get some mating nets with the king, the pawns. Start with c4. I don't know how I'm gonna mate with just so few. I don't think I have enough pieces. Maybe I do. Rook e7. Antonio Fatone, thanks for the follow. C4 is explosive. Okay, well now his king is almost stalemated, but he does have an a pawn, and now I see my checkmates. And because he's not watching the stream, my secret plan is this and then this with mate. So just keep pushing your a pawn. Play a4. Fast pawns must be pushed. No need to think. Okay, play a3. You can do it. Please. Or rook e6 would be nice. Either move. Ooh, rook c5. Okay, so he played the best move. But now I play d4. d4. Now he can do anything. And I think it's unstoppable, mate. Just a couple more moves. His king can't move. Yeah, pass pawns must be pushed, but this reason I'm pushing the c pawn for the reason that I'm obstructing his rook from controlling the ultimate mating square. If he didn't have an a pawn, it would be stalemate. So thank God he has an a pawn. GG. I was definitely worse at some point. At some point in that game. Just to demonstrate, I think if he plays, go to analysis board. If he plays d5, this is what I'm saying with analysis board. It's just, it's my computer. Something's wrong. But if this were to happen, there's weird ideas, like if knight f6, there's g4. And this is actually playable. Like this is the master's database too, so there's been games here. Anyway, wait, could people see that, or was my face blocking? Oh no, people can see everything. Wow. Okay. Yeah, but that game, I was expecting knight take e4, after which this could have gotten really weird. But he took on f4. I think he played well. Knight e5 at the right time. And then this is all fine. I was thinking that he should take on e5. Oh, but maybe I would take back with the bishop and win g7. So he played queen f4. And I think this was the worst mistake of the game, where he took on g3. I think h take g6 is just better. Avoiding the queen trade. And now, I don't know, black's probably just better here, just because if we trade queens, both of these pawns are weak. I could take on g7, but I don't think it's going to help. Black should still be doing well here. Anyway, I'm using Chrome. Is the browser the issue? Because I could potentially switch, but I don't know. Now the lag seems to be okay, but yeah, this lag. Ugh. Okay, well, when I play a game, hopefully it's not too annoying. I have 24 pending challenges. Okay. Give me a random number between 1 and 25.
16.
16. Okay, now I have to count. We'll see how my counting abilities hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Nathan is 10. Okay, that's a good marker. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Left below. 3-2 blitz. Okay, let's do it. Axe Villager with the sub, gifted by Nathan. Thanks, Nathan. Thanks, Axe Villager. Axe Villager in the chat. Missing every critical moment of my life. The lag could be really annoying with blitz, though. Now there's no more lag. Let's play bishop b5. And then bishop c4. This is some sort of line, I think. I think b5 is a move. Like b5, a5. Bishop f5. Okay, now I'm going to hold on to the pawn for as long as I can. Which might not be too long, but I'll still try. I'm going to try and play knight f4. Kiefer, thanks for the follow. Now I have another check. Oh, this bishop is moving so many times, making me dizzy. What to do? You just trade everything. Okay, I have I don't want to call it a dumb trap, but it's somewhat of a hopeful trap. And it's not at all going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. It's assuming he takes on d5. He's thinking here, maybe he won't take. Guess I could pre-move this. So trap number 1, okay, he doesn't even flinch. Yeah, queen f3. So the trap is that if he plays a6, life will be very good. But he plays c6, of course, and now life is just equal. And this is 3-2. This could be a hard position to win. Jacob Butley, thanks for the sub. But actually, okay, there's a lot of life in this position. A lot of ways to try and create imbalances. That's usually the way I try and beat lower rated players, is by creating some imbalances in the position, whether it be material imbalance. In this case, okay, he's just attacking me. Let's play g3. This position, there's a space imbalance. Main sequence 12, thanks for the follow. Or for the sub. And thanks to Nathan for gifting the sub. Okay, now I just have more space. Nathan's so generous today. Gifting 13 subs. So unlucky. Three castles queenside, okay. This is gonna make things fun. Should probably defend the pawn. And I'm gonna do this, and he's gonna do this. We'll see who's quicker. Does f5. Put the knight on c5. what do they call this? Knife c5? No, e6 is the target, so just attack it. How does he defend? I guess he could play rook h6. But then I think I can take on f5. Not gonna check that, I'm just gonna assume it works. I don't think he has any like bailing out queen moves. I apologize for Nightbot being maybe overly strict. All caps messages should be okay if they're appropriate. Okay, there's a pin here, and there's a ton of pressure on e6. By a ton of pressure, I mean 3 attackers. And now I think I can just take with the rook. The position is crumbling. Chess is fun when you have a position like this. A pod. Yeah, we're just trading. Trade queens. And white will be up 2 pawns. And it's a triple fork. I could take g7. Rook e2 is coming. Okay, let's take c7. King f1. I'm gonna be boring, just gonna simplify and be up 2 pawns. Or not. Hey, it's a sub. It's a sub that's not gifted by Nathan. Such an odd occurrence. Oi Sand Vic. 94. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna reroute the bishop to a better home. Or an even better home. Is he gonna play c5? He could play c5. But then he's walking into a pin. And now just retreat. Or just keep the rook active. Duck G Master, thanks for this. Thanks for the sub, or the follow. It's so difficult to distinguish subs and follows. I need more interesting alerts. Oh, what's been happening more today? Subs or follows? So hard to keep track. Okay, I'm gonna play rook d6. Let's try another mating net in the center of the board. And this position is ripe for some kind of mating net. It's gonna require my king, so let's put the king on e2. He wants to play king f5. It's hard to stop. So I'll play king f3. Interesting. I'm trying too hard to mate. 4 is coming. Okay, I'll play h3. I'm trying to discourage g4 because I want to play g4 myself. Ooh, okay. Well, now his king has no squares. All I have to do is check his king and not give him any free squares to move to. But how do I do that? Looking for potential mates. Oh, I see some trick. It relies on hope, but I have hope. It's still not mate. Okay, he hung his rook, that's nice. Okay, couple similar games. These rook bishop mating patterns. Sad finish for him. What is this line? Analysis board. I'm just curious about the opening. Not this far though. Probably after bishop f5. Like, what's the theory? Knight c3, knight d7. Oh, so there's very few games. On Lichess, there's a lot more games. Just looking at what scores the highest. Knight ge2 scores decently. Queen f3 could be interesting. Okay, something to look into further. Let's move on. Give me a random number between 1 and 24.
16.
Again 16, wow. Thanks for the bits. Oi, Sandvik. Test, please ignore. Okay. I managed to not ignore that. I'm sorry. Okay, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, Nathan's 8th now. 9. Oi, Sandvik is 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What's your name? I don't want to hurt myself pronouncing this name, but good luck, whoever you are. It's the second time in a row Siri chooses 16. Probably some kind of conspiracy. Okay. I have to end the stream before this ramen place closes. They better not already be closed. Ramen in hours. Okay. I'll take opening opening recommendations. So let me know an opening to play against d4 that starts with knight f6. Can you play Perk? I can't play Perk against d4. I could play King's Indian, but Benoni's possible. Check Benoni. What's check Benoni? Is that check Benoni is c4 and e5, I believe. I'm gonna play the check Benoni. That's a great recommendation. Great. And Ramen Place is open for 2 more hours. Takes a half hour to get there. So yeah, I'll figure out when to end the stream. I hope check Benoni is e5. Is check Benoni the same thing as a Feingold Benoni? I think it is. Also, thanks for the bits, whoever cheered. I have no idea who cheered. Oh, did Nathan cheer 100 bits for g5? I don't think so. g5 is not a move I want to play. I should know the history here, but why do they call it the check Benoni? Do check players actually play this? Now, I'll admit to watching Ben Feingold lectures. I remember some lecture he gave on this exact opening, and he was saying something about Anand with this plan of like knight e8 and then eventually f5. So that's what I'm going to do. And we'll see what happens. I don't understand h3. Suspicious move. I wonder if playing the check Benoni makes you like turn into Ben Feingold. So I've already said suspicious. It's slightly concerning. Or just terrible. Honestly, don't know if I was supposed to play f5 immediately or prepare it. Also not sure where this knight is supposed to go. Because usually it comes here, but sometimes it can come here, and support b5. So, okay, knight g7, only way to not lose a rook. I like the fact that he's thinking. f5 now. I'm going to treat this very slowly. I'm going to be very patient. I might be playing too slow, but I don't know what white's plan is. And I'm kind of just waiting to figure out while I just improve my pieces. Okay, he wants to play b4. Maybe? Does he really want to play b4? Seems odd. Now I think it's good time to play this. His rook is on b1, and if he takes on f5, I could take with bishop. Also, my knight on c7 serves some purpose in making sure e6 isn't too weak. Even though I do have 3 pieces controlling e6. This is actually not a bad opening for like blitz or rapid, just because the ideas for black are so straightforward. It's just like you either want to play f5 or b5 or both. And meanwhile, white has like an impressive space advantage, but not always clear what white wants to do. I have a feeling he's already misplayed it a little bit. So I think white is supposed to go for b4 earlier or f4 earlier. Okay, he's below 5 minutes. Isn't b6 called the modern defense? I don't know what b6 is called, actually. g6 is a modern. Why is Eric playing terrible openings today? Terrible. I mean, I think this is the least terrible opening I've played so far. The other game was b3 French. There's another game. What was the other game? Oh, other game was Scandinavian, which is also not that impressive for me. Okay, I'm gonna play f4 because this is now turning into some King's Indian structure. And now his bishop. Sorry about the mic. I just slapped the mic, but it stayed on the stand. At some point, he's going to take on g7. I'll get the bishop pair. Here I have to play b6. I think what I'll do, I'll play a very typical King's Indian move, which is rook f7. But in this case, it's the idea, comes with the idea to move the knight. So then his bishop's just staring at nothing. And we'll see if he takes or if he's brave enough to leave his bishop on h6. Oh, he's so brave. Now I was thinking, I trap the bishop. Does he want to play rook b8? If he wants to play rook b8, maybe I just play bishop d7. Nathan wants g5. In this position, g5 is actually not a bad move. But I'll only play it when the time feels right. I'm trying not to look at the chat too much in terms of what moves people are suggesting, because I don't want any unfair hints. So let me try and use my own brain. What is queen c2? I don't know what he's doing. I should probably just play a quick move. I'm gonna play knight e8. Getting my knight off the attack of the bishop. Also, if I play knight h5, it could be targeted by his bishop. And now g5 could be more realistic. I'm still not seeing a continuation. And g5, then what? Maybe g5, g4 would be natural. Okay, he's trying to scare me, but I have no fear. Maybe I'll play queen c8. Maybe I'll go for some sack. And then maybe this isn't even a sack. Now that I'm realizing it, this could be the way to trap his bishop. Because in this sort of line, I think I would have queen g4. Could get messy though. I think that would be good. Do I live in St. Louis? I will live in St. Louis starting on... What's today? It is the 26th. Starting on the 31st, I will be living in St. Louis temporarily. M. Singer! Is this M. Singer's entry into the chat? Thankfully, M. Singer, you came at the right time. After Nathan disabled the all caps prevention with Nightbot. His earlier Nightbot was just deleting messages with all caps. It was I was taking away our freedom of speech. But if I take King G7 and then I want to play H6, this bishop is just a goner. I don't know how he stops this. Oh, he could play this. And then maybe I sack. Crazy position. Sultan of Sack, thanks for the follow. Life is good. I have a threat. I don't know if he can stop it. I should probably be calculating because F3 makes the most sense. And then if I take, I'm threatening H6 and he can't escape via H4. This bishop F1. So bishop F1, queen G3, queen G2, H6, we trade. He plays bishop H4, I take on F3. And I'm threatening the knight, and I'm threatening G5. I'm gonna trust my intuition here. So the line I calculated is this. Okay, never mind. Deep calculation for nothing. So now I can retreat. And I'm up a pawn. He's saving his bishop, but now I'll have some kind of pawn storm. This game is good, but is life really good? I mean, this game is my life for the next few minutes. So yes. Ex-villager, I'm not going to play queen b1 anytime soon, at least. My next several moves are moving the pawns. Kingside pawns must be pushed. And the fact that he doesn't have an H pawn could really hurt him in like 5 or 10 more moves. Because it's just a bit less shelter for his king. And this is just painful position for white. Because black is having all the fun. Jeffrey Kai, 2009, thanks for the follow. I want to trap my queen. He's going to play queen b1, then rook b8. My queen is forced to a6, which I think is okay. Let's continue with h5. If I want, I could like run to the king side. Okay, so is rook b8 an actual threat? Or can I make a counter threat? Or could I just play knight a6, stop it, and be happy? I like knight a6. Because it requires very little thought. I just see I control b8, I'll make him think, and now I am controlling these squares, so there's no real entry points anywhere. And then I can start focusing on my kingside play. Slowly improve, like king g6 I think is slightly better square for the king. off of the 7th rank. How else can I slowly improve? Considering h4 first. h4, h3. Let's do it. This is one of his problems not having an h-pawn. It's the fact that in a position like this, he would love to play h3 and close things down. But I'll always have this looming pawn break. I'll put my rook here. Wait a minute, do I have tactics? No, I don't. Okay, I'll put the rook here. Probably put the knight on g3. Let's play this. I can open the H file. That would be nice. I can't open the H file. I mean, I'm gonna force it open. Yeah, let's open it. So he ran this king to c1, but his king is still going to be a target because I'm just invading. One of the issues is this rook is just so sad. What to do? I have knight b4 here. It's a move I forgot about. It looks incredibly strong because it cuts off the defense of the rook on b7. And now I just win this. Ooh, he can take on c5 though. Okay, I have to live with my decisions. I think I'm getting some additional breakthrough. Maybe not. But I'm up material. His pawns are scary though. Oh, weird position. I don't have too many safe places for the bishop, but I'm up a ton of time. c5. Wow. What's going on here? A few moves come to mind. Kind of want to play bishop f1. Just a bit worried about... No, I think it's okay. Bishop f1. I think he would have to trade. Knight take f1, queen g2, then I move back to g3. I threaten e1. I think that's okay. Meanwhile, I'm just threatening to win a piece. I'm attacking him from the rear, which is always nice. If he doesn't play queen g2, I'll play knight e3. So now, okay, I move back, I create the pin, I attack the bishop. He's about to flag. Ouch. It would have been interesting if the game continued. No, I was probably going to take the pawn next. Still a little bit scary, his two connected passers. And this immaculate pawn chain. Thanks, Jaxie. For the cheer. Quoting something which I don't know if I'm happy I said, but do appreciate the 100 bits. Well, that was my Czech Benoni, played in the Czech Republic. Not sure if Feingold would be pleased or just suspicious of me. I don't think I played too terribly. Slamcam, thanks for the follow, or thanks for the sub. So confusing, subs and follows. Okay, 27. Give me a random number between... Give me a random number between 1 and 27.
The answer is 18.
Gosh, so many like in-between numbers where I have to count. 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Stevie's 10. Where'd Stevie go? Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, Ford, perfect. Who's F Ma B2000? Thanks for the sub though. Gifted by Nathan, of course. And Bogdan's J, thanks for the sub. Appreciate all you amazing people. What am I playing? What did someone want earlier? Any opening recommendations? Take the first recommendation. Have fun. Good luck. Anyone? Give me an opening. I'm waiting. B4. Okay. At least Mighty Marcus was not quick enough. I'm playing the Polish. Chess individual again wants me to play a Pierce as white. I don't know if this guy is here. We'll give him 10 seconds. I think I took longer to play b4. Oh, leechess.org tweeted my stream. What a pleasant surprise. Okay, we have a game. I'm gonna play a Polish. Doesn't happen too often. The main idea of the Polish. Ooh, do I go for dirtiness? I'm going for dirtiness. Wait, no, I haven't played e3 yet, though. h4 is just a random move. Well, now I go for e3. Ah, he saw it. Okay. Still going for the dirtiness. Have to be very quiet. Ah, he saw it. Okay, well now we have a game. Let's defend the pawn. For those of you who don't know what I was referring to, only a few days ago I discovered this trap against London, which I've been playing maybe a bit too loosely, this h4 g4 trap. I don't mind this position though. I provoked h5. I have a nice g5 square to work with. This looks okay. Put the knight on g5. And the coordination between the bishop, the knight, other bishop attacking h5, my rook. I'm still developing a feel for these positions. Anonymous just subscribed. Why does it say anonymous, but then it shows the name of the user in the chat? Or just does it just show it for me? I appreciate the sub, anonymous. I don't want to say your actual name, but thank you. Also, this is 3-2, so I have to move much quicker. What to do? Let's play f4. f4, I think, is a typical move for these structures. Nice pawn chain. I'm just gonna retweet leechess.org. They're so nice to me. Retweet. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I wanted to do a YouTube live stream to celebrate the 5,000 subscribers, but I didn't want to take the time to figure out YouTube's live streaming platform, so that'll probably have to wait until a bigger moment in my life. Do I take? I think I can take. I can't take a bunch of times and win h5 because a1 would be hanging. Okay, I'm going to take once, drive away his bishop, and then yeah, g4 looks fun. It's a definition of a pawn storm. And pieces working together. Nathan just subscribed. What is this? Oh, Nathan subbed with a tier 3? Wait, is that better than tier 1? I think that is. Well, thank you, Nathan. Tier 3 sub. I don't think I have too many of those. Also, I think we've probably hit 50 subs. Because I was on the verge before this stream. And by 50 subs, I'm not talking about YouTube, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I'm talking about Twitch. Which means I'm going to get another emote. So if anyone wants to give emote suggestions... Oh, current sub count 46. But tier 3 subs count as more per sub points, I think. Probably figure it out later. What is d4? It's blocking my bishop. I could play e4, block his bishop. Play h5. No. Okay, e4 hangs a pawn. Let's play h5 first. Belgium novice. Emote Photoshop stream coming. That's true, actually. Photoshop will probably make my computer lag a lot more than it's already lagging. So maybe some sort of like broken computer emote. I also wanted a London emote. I wanted a G4 emote. Maybe I'll just put together like a poll. I'll have a Twitter poll of the top 4 that people ask for. A ramen emote. Ramen sounds good. You're making me hungry. Making me want to end the stream. Bishop f5 looks reasonable. Does h6? No, h6 looks unreasonable. I want to take, so that opens the e-file. I'm just going to play bishop f3. Just be very calm. Attack b7 and threaten e4. And play quickly. And complete development. And get out of check. And thank you, Jaxie, for more bits. Chess is way more important than hunger. Defend my bishop. Let's advance the pawn. Take his bishop. Put him in check. Go for the kill. Always retreat. Ooh, c2's hanging. Do I care about c2? Can't really defend it. Put the king on f2. It's a safe place. And my rook is going to come to g1. And look at this pressure. Just so beautiful. Everything. Okay, he's defending mate. Can't get too excited too soon. h6 looks too strong. I don't see how he's gonna defend. I'm pretty sure this is force mate. Okay, that was a nice finish. A strong attack. It took some patience. Like earlier, I was trying to attack perhaps prematurely without my whole queenside developed. And then I developed my queenside, and then the attack was so much easier. My rook, my queen. Okay. Well, I'm up to 30 pending challenges. So, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 30.
That would be 10.
10. Well, Nathan was 10 earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, it's Stevie. Stevie! Where's Stevie? Good luck, Stevie. And good luck to XI Sparks for his lunch. And thanks for the game, XI Sparks. That was a fun game. I I can count to 10. I don't have trouble counting to 10. It's just when my computer's laggy and I'm using my mouse to count, it's difficult. What did people say before? Someone wanted a perk. Whoever wants a perk, or it's supposed to be pronounced Pierce. I'm playing a Pierce against d4. I'm gonna play g6. It's probably gonna transpose to a King's Indian, unless he plays some weird. He's playing some Kali, Torre. What is c3 and g3? I don't know what he's playing, but I'm gonna just improve. Yeah, we have a kid. Or I have a kid in the form of the King's Indian defense. I don't play the King's Indian defense. I think c6 is a reasonable move, trying to blunt the power of the bishop. Also, at some point I want to develop my own bishop. I'm gonna play bishop f5 to prevent e4. Not sure if this is reasonable, but looks decent. He really wants to play e4, so I have a few options. I can play knight e4, walk into knight h5, trade. Also thinking queen d7. I was also thinking d5. Let's play d5. And d5 allows knight e5. Let's play d5 anyway, preventing e4. Jaxie, how'd you get that red circle around that useless bishop? I don't even know what he's saying. Like this? The red circle around the bishop. I assume, like, you mean this. You have to hold down shift and right click. Or just be a magician. I think there's like 4 different colors you can make between this, this, and this. Yes, I did them all. There might be more colors that I'm not aware of, but this is my color spectrum. I'm gonna play b5, restricting the queen. Realizing b5 may have not been a good move, but it's too late now. Many cases with this structure, knights belong, at least one knight belongs on d6. Might be difficult to do. You never knew that. Yeah, a4 is a bit problematic because it's weakening to my pawn structure. What to do? And I could defend b5 somehow. I could play a6. I could sack a pawn maybe. Play queen b7. Let's play queen b7. I think the way I'll maneuver to d6 is knight e4, knight d6. Or just leave my knight on e4. Seems to be a decent square. He might play knight e3 and go after my bishop, but then I'm probably okay allowing this trade, getting this pawn on f5. So stuff is happening. This is 5-5, and it's casual. Okay, so I don't care about rating. At least it won't affect rating. Ray Clay, 2, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna play knight e4. Wait a minute. Knight e4, I have to be concerned about this stuff. I don't think it works. Or does it work? I'm gonna rely on intuition again. There's some weird ideas involving either knight c5 or bishop take e5, knight c5, or just knight d6. This position is not something to yawn about, but it is a little bit energy draining. Now he's attacking d5 twice. Would probably defend. This is an ugly move, but it's a useful move. Zara's, thanks for the follow. He's taking more time. Always nice to have a time advantage. Z-Nation Chess in the chat. Have you been in the chat for a long time? Or did you just get here? Thanks for watching, Z-Nation Chess. I think, like, probably my first subscriber ever. Even before Nathan. Hans N1. That's an old name. I lost to Hans in like an over-the-board tournament. It was devastating. He just completely outplayed and crushed me. It was so sad. You sent me a few messages. The last week, my inboxes on like every single platform have just been ridiculous. So I apologize if you sent me a message. I may have overlooked it, I may have seen it and then just got distracted. Petri something, thanks for the follow. I'm gonna take and then play knight c6 because my knights are active. And I get initiative against this queen. And this queen has very few squares. Von der something, thanks for the follow. And there's so many different platforms people message me on. Okay, between YouTube comments, Facebook, email, my website contact form, Lichess, Twitter, Discord. It can be overwhelming sometimes. Instagram, Snapchat occasionally. What else? Text. Probably phone calls are the things I receive the least, especially when traveling. Mira Shab, thanks for the follow. Z-Nation was here earlier. Sometimes the chat just gets out of hand, and I don't realize who's here. Or I don't realize when Z-Nation is here. There is a Discord. Which is slowly growing, I think. Kind of. Marius Hav. Okay, so it's not Marius Shav. I never notice Alkaz CZ. That's true. Also, are you Czech? Is the CZ like a Czech type of name? This chat is it's fast-paced. Hard to keep up with. Probably because I retweeted. Like, I don't usually promote things on Twitter. But as Lichess tweeted, I retweeted. Everyone's joining the stream. Can I play b4? Or can I play queen b6? Thank you, Blue Bear, for the follow. What do I do? I'm gonna play queen b6. Because this diagonal's weak, and his king would have to move somewhere awkward to defend. Also, thank you, Jack Z, for the 100 more bits. Saying something long, which I'll try and acknowledge. Now I just want to mate him. This knight is still pinned, by the way. So maybe just f6. Let's always play f6. Wow, that was generous of him. Yeah, I don't think he heard me when he said the knight is pinned. Um, Things can be pinned to other pieces or they can be pinned to squares. So it's important to acknowledge pins. What chess book do I suggest? I hate answering that question because some people will benefit from different types of books. Also, some people learn better from videos or other resources rather than books. So I don't like answering that question. But there's a number of good books about chess, which I'm sure other people in the chat can respond to. Okay, I have 33 pending challenges. Give me a random number between 1 and 33.
Okay, I found this on the web. For 33 pennies, give me a random number between 1 and
No,
33.
you misunderstood me. Give me a random number between 1 and 33.
It's
Oh,
1.
and 34. Okay, too late. I like this number. I like number 1. I don't have to count. Jacob Butley, one of the newest subs to the stream. Good luck, Jacob. I'll still take opening recommendations or suggestions. I'm not going to play a perk. I'll play knight f6. He's playing London. Can I do the trap? I don't think I can do the trap. Or can I? I can do a variation of the trap. But I don't want to disrespect him. I'll just play some normal GM level stuff. Please take with knight. Ah, he took with queen. Okay. This is taking with knight. There's a funny tactic with e5, winning a piece. If he takes with queen, this is not what you're supposed to do in the London. Usually you want a pawn on d4. But okay, I still have to work. Maybe queen b6. Might be too soon, but I'm attacking something. I also want to play knight e4 and attack more things. Winning with the Scotch. I've actually never heard of that book. But I've heard of Gary Lane. Oh, I can recommend another Gary Lane book. It's called Find the Checkmates. Maybe my last opponent could have used that book. But Find the Checkmate is actually a good book for all levels, because there's like a number of tests from like beginner to like international GM or whatever, and it gradually gets harder and harder and harder. And it's all focused on checkmate, which a lot of people sometimes overlook. Do I trade queens? I guess I don't want to. I guess I could play queen a5. I thought I have a panel, but I think it broke and I never bothered to fix it. I was supposed to have a panel. But I don't think it links to anything. I should work on my panels. Good point. To look up how long it takes to get to the ramen place. Or maybe there's another ramen place. Okay. Ramen near me.
Okay, check it out.
1.6 miles. Okay. We actually have like a reasonable position. Like he's not dead yet. My book panel is empty. That's sad. Dr. Destroyer, thanks for the follow. Maybe I can play e5 and trap his bishop. Always play f6. He has a square. But he also has another square. Okay, I was not expecting that. Let's take it. So the position's good. Black is up a piece for a pawn. I have full domination of the center. I have two bishops. of a half open F file. Knight on E4. She's trying to destabilize. Interesting. That was actually a really strong move. Can I counter with a really strong move? I don't know if knight c3 is really strong, but it's interesting. See what he does. Well, maybe it's not that impressive. Or maybe it is. Now it's impressive. Nathan with the host. Thanks, Nathan. I hope this doesn't start like an onslaught of just people hosting, but it might. Okay, knight take b4. There's a pin. Is he gonna see it? Also, there's 3 attackers on the pawn. So black is now up a rook. Wait, I didn't see how long it takes to get to the ramen place. Now it's 1.6 miles. Probably a like half-hour walk. A 15-minute run. Okay, we're gonna trade stuff, simplify, ramen. Everything's hanging, especially checkmate. Okay, good game. Jacob Butley. Oh, I get no rating for that, even though it was rated. I have 35 pending challenges. Unless Carlsen is challenging me. Carlsen. Asios is challenging me. Mysterious Expert is challenging me. Oh man. I need ramen. I need to get to the ramen place before it closes. And they have like a really good like some kind of weird lemonade type. Like I can't even describe it, but it's I need some refreshment. So I'll probably be back in I don't know, I'll be back maybe in a few hours, but maybe just tomorrow. So thank you everyone for subbing and following and cheering. Thanks to Nathan again for just gifting so many subs. I'll work on thinking about emotes, but people can join my Discord channel, and there's a channel for emotes which I think is completely empty. People can or maybe it's not completely empty, but people can still voice their suggestions there. So I'm gonna end it there. Thanks guys, and maybe I'll be back, maybe I won't, but I'm definitely gonna be going for ramen right now. So bye.